So I gotta go get the insulation for this thing, and it looks like the top is probably like 1 inch. Of course I don't have my tape measure. Why would I have my tape measure when I'm trying to measure stuff? Golly gee. But I think it's gonna be like the 1 inch insulation, but I'm pulling off this side panel right here just so I can make sure that the walls are the same as the roof. So the fun begins. I'm just pulling out screws right now. If this works, this is going to be wonderful, and if not, I don't know. I'm glad I have my phone with me in case I need to call for help. I'm going to try to use this little garden thingy to roll myself in there with my hip the way it is. I can't exactly squat these days, and doing anything that bends my hip is really hard to do. So I'm going to try to be creative, and I figure if nothing else, so at least I can roll myself back and forth rather than scooting or trying to, I don't know. I'm making a lot of nonsense right now, but I'm going to try to make this make sense so that I can get these panels off. Finally down to where I can start putting some insulation in here. I still got to take that wall off, but at least I got a good start here. I just got to watch out for all these wires and stuff in here for the turn signals and stoplights and all that kind of stuff. So I got to make sure I leave that so that it's easy access if I need to make any changes or fixes or repairs or anything like that. So hopefully this way you can definitely see. There's big gaping holes in the corners, and you can see how rusty that is. I'm thinking probably what I'm going to want to do is, at the very minimum, get some Rust-Oleum and maybe a wire brush and just try to clean it up a little bit, and then put some Rust-Oleum on it to kind of stop it from rusting any further. And I don't know if great stuff is going to be enough to fill up those gaps and not let weather and wind and whatever else in there, or if there's something else I'm going to need to do, but I'm going to figure it out. So anyways, messy. So I didn't plan this very well because we probably should have left one of the screws down that end to hold this up so that it's not falling in on me while I'm trying to get out of here. So now I gotta figure that one out. Well, I bet you I could just probably do it if I just put my mind to it, right? We'll hold up here. I got a screw stuck under my tire here, so I'm struggling to kind of roll it out. Kind of stuck. I'll figure it out without the phone. So this should be entertaining at the very least. I really am a fan of this silly little garden seat rolly thing. It is helping tremendously with this project. But all of the walls are now open so that I can put the whatchamadoodles, the insulation in. And the only thing is, besides figuring out the rust factor, is I want to figure out where the new wheel wells are attached here on the outside. You can't really see it, but in here you can see they kind of missed one of the little support pieces to screw into, and I don't know how secure that's going to be, so I might need to come up with a solution for that. That one I think is going to be okay. They actually screwed it into the main frame, so we might be okay. Figure out the rust factor. I'm going to pull this floor up next because one, I want to see how bad the rust is down there, and two, I want to insulate the floor of this as well. So, and we'll see just how bad it is. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty rusty because if you look at these screws, let's see if you can see where some of them have come out and some of them are just a rusty mess. So that means whatever's under this wood might be even more rusty. And you got to figure it's been on the highway. It's got these big holes where water and salt and whatever else has come up into it. God only knows, what it's seen before I got a hold of it. So it could have had a rough life. And then we've got, all this rust in here. And, anything splashing up from underneath is probably, got some more holes like those up there. So I'm sure I'm going to find more rust before this is over. But I'm going to wait to put any insulation in until I have everything pulled out and determine what I'm going to do about the rust. Okay, so it's taken forever to get this out. So I am guessing, yep. See if I can see. Yeah, I can see it turning. I think it's stripped or something. I don't know how to get that out because it just keeps spinning and spinning and not coming out all the way. I don't know. I thought maybe it had a nut on it or something, but it's just like screwed into the metal. Maybe I need to go get pliers or something. As you can see, it's just not going anywhere. It's just I can get it to spin, but that's about as far as it'll go.